tonight is open mic night. So what that means, for those of you who are new here, is if you are creative in any manner, if you are a writer, if you write poetry or short stories, or if you are a musician of some kind, like whatever it is, I had some people who were talking about doing stand-up comedy, which would be a really fun first. Anyone who wants to participate, this is not a sub-only thing. That you don't have to be following me. You really, like, if you came in here and you're like, man, fuck this bitch, I really hate her, I don't care. You can still participate in open mic night. Like, this is for the community. You're all members of the community. So if you want to share, you are welcome to do so this evening. Here's how this works. Everyone who wants it, up until about 3 hours, that's how long I'm going to be running this. Everyone who wants to gets 5 minutes on the mic. So all you have to do is go into the green room channel. It's a voice channel in Discord. And I'm going to write your name down as I see it. I will pull you into a voice chat with me. Booby, haven't seen you in a while. Hi. Joe was first. Thank you. So I'll go by order of which when I see you join the chat, I'll write your name on a list. I will pull you into a voice chat with me. And then I mute myself and I shut the fuck up and I let you do your thing. So keep in mind, this has to be TOS friendly. Don't get me fucking banned, people, please. But aside from that, if you are a musician or a singer or something, it's in your best interest to send me a link to what you intend to play, because we've tried to allow people to sing and play music through the Discord before and it did not come through very clearly. It sounded pretty rough. So if you're a musician and you want to share your dope music of any kind, please make sure that it is copyright free if possible. If not, it's okay. It just might mean that it won't be able to go on the YouTube video, because everything that happens here tonight also goes to YouTube as long as it doesn't fuck me up. Ooh, I could help you out, Ellie. As long as it doesn't fuck me up with DMCA stuff. So, writers, poets, if you're a broadcaster on Twitch and you honestly just want 5 minutes to talk to people in stream, I really don't care. This is all about you communicating with your community. And those of you who are not sharing tonight, let me make it very clear what your role in this is. You are not here to rate or judge people's art or their sharing, whatever it is that they offer up, their music or their words. You're just here to gas them up and give them love. If they ask for constructive criticism, by all means, get it. But if you consider yourself to be some fucking genius of poetry or whatever, and someone shares their poetry, it doesn't matter. It's not your time to tell them what they did right or wrong. It is your time to just support and love. And if they ask for additional feedback, by all means, you are welcome to give it. So keep that in mind. We're just here to encourage people to get to know each other on a deeper level, and what better way to do that than through our artistic expression of, language and words and music. We're here to get to know each other, to support each other, and to just have some fun. So keep that in mind. And did I get through everything? Booby, I gotta hit the gong for you. Thank you for 27. I hope you're doing well. Ugh, I see there's a hype train going. I'm not as scared to do some things for that. Exactly, Master Caters. Exactly. And honestly, Ellie, I will so show you the things that I've learned with eyeliner, because I'm starting to get better at it. So, if you would like to participate in tonight's open mic, hop on into the green room. It's a voice channel in Discord, and I'm gonna pull y'all in just a second. I had a little tiny burp there. Bless me. Bless me. That's a face of confidence. Do you like my makeup? Okay, I'm officially, even though there's a hype train going, this night is not about me, so I really appreciate all of the support and all of the love. It's pretty good, Hugo. It's pretty good. So, moderators and people hanging out in chat, do me a favor, and if people resub, do whatever, say words to me and I miss them, can you help me out and let them know that I love them to pieces? I think their butts are super cute, but I want to make sure that I'm giving folks my attention here. Let them all know that this is open mic night and what it's all about. And we're gonna jump right the fuck into it. And I'm very excited because it sounds as though the first person up is due to be my younger brother, and that is fun. That's fun stuff. Got a lot of talent in my family, and I mean all of you as well. Okay, so what do you intend to share with us tonight?
I got one of my songs that was produced by one of my friends. It's just called Mood Leveler. So my artist, like musician name is Man, with 3 A's. You could just find me on SoundCloud right now. Dropped 5 projects this year, 54 songs or something on my shit. And I also do painting. You can find my Instagram and my Twitter at Almonds Enjoy. And yeah, you can go ahead and hit play. That's about all I got to plug. Besides, the song is kind of sad. So stay happy. Love y'all.
I fell off the wagon, had to go to hell to tell all dragons. I'll sell all my Maddens and real boards. I'm stabbing my close hoes for dragging my ass all the way up to my rope corpse. Life's a close course, all the road course. Why come old force? My heroic torch, hottie home march that donkey. My love was my trophy, and now she don't want me. And she's still in arm's reach, I need me an army of neurons. I get my burr on, think I heard wrong. What's your dirt wrong? Said your shirt done, go protect your chest plate. I've been slurring words out of misery, get my shirt on. Why mistreat the mood leveler? High concrete, I'll cruise settler. Tyrant to the woos editor. Y'all better pray cause I'm the predator. Save the bullet for the race, I'll be the young competitor. Kinda move quick like a UFC wrestler. High new lit, drink my poison on the regular. Ride, choose zip, shock your burnt, yeah I've been cleverer. Why don't you split like you ain't the only creditor? Think my burden's getting heavier. Who do you testify for when the court orders more chores? Only ask for closed doors, coming in for your court. Laugh it off like a hook that I got left off. Every second I've been cold, I let cops go. Live in igloos with criminals, subliminals. Pissing on my face like I'm a urinal. I hurdle quattro macho bitches and calling me hostos. Cause I want it gato, I want be Picasso. At least similar, don't leave me with the taste of vinegar. I'm a sprinkler, my metrics on another integer. See my cylinder, you only want it cause you got my signature. But I ain't feeling her, stress the truth like Joey's ligature. She bent a rat, she bit through the rope. I set a trap so we could elope. My cardiac gon' tell me to slow. My heart attack been feeling at home. I'm squealing, I'm home, I'm kneeling alone. She bent a rat, she bit through the rope. Set a trap so we could elope. My cardiac gon' tell me to slow. A heart attack been feeling at home. I'm squealing, I'm home, I'm kneeling alone. Feeling alone. Feeling alone. Yeah. No, I'm feeling alone.
Hello.
Hello. So I want you to know, because the last time we talked, you were saying you were going to participate in one of these. I didn't listen to a bunch of your stuff for a little while because I was like, I want to be able to like experience it with everyone.
Yeah.
And holy fuck, bro, you've come so far.
Thank you. Thank you.
God damn. Especially like you started out with so much talent, like because your lyrics have always been super strong. And I know that's something that you've like prided yourself on from the start, but like this was a fucking vibe. And his art is his cover. Yeah. Are there any boobies? If I go to your Instagram really quick, there's no boobies that are going to show up, right?
No boobies.
It's not Jasmine's account, so we're safe. So this is in his Instagram. I was just dropping his links in chat to his SoundCloud and to his Insta, but man's been getting into some dope ass art. This is who you just got to listen to.
Oh, who's that? Look at that piece in the middle though.
Which one? I started scrolling too much.
Your baby.
Oh, I was about to open it up. This one's gonna come live with me real soon. You're gonna listen to more of it? Yeah, Till, I was excited for you to see my brother's stuff because I think you two would definitely get along well. And I think y'all should go and Go and support him in all of his art. Oh my god, that picture of you and your little, get the fuck out. Oh, and there's boobies. Whoops. Whatever.
Yeah.
Those were artistic boobies. Like, that was not graphic. That was like stick figure. We should be safe.
Yeah, I freaked out for a second. I'm gonna get the flag, dog.
Well, that was fucking awesome. I'm really glad you shared. I'm so glad you're here for this. And you should definitely stay because I think Till is going to be, that young lad is going to be sharing some of his music too. I think Chach has something new for us tonight. Like, what a fucking start. What a way to start open mic. What an opener. That's what the fuck is up.
Thanks for supporting, guys. I appreciate all the love. Thank you.
Good shit, Joe. Good shit. All right. I love you. Enjoy your time chilling.
Will do.
Bye.
Bye.
And next up is Timon.
All right. My name's Timon. I have a few poems I'm going to share. I'm a poet. You all know me. Most of you know me here. My Twitter's at TimonV. Most of my stuff gets shared to there. There's a poem I actually wrote on September 11th, but I didn't realize that was the date when I wrote it. Do you know where you were when Superman died? Do you remember when the end was nigh and the world it lost its way? And we mourn the places where did old heroes go to die? And we pray for the fallen, we pray for the dead, and we all hope that Superman will return someday, some way. This one I wrote the day after. Right now it's the anniversary of my mother's passing several years ago from cancer, so my poetry is a little bit darker because my headspace. With every beat of my heart, it breaks apart. With every break of my heart, it rips apart, and each wound is a scar, and each scar is a word, until my wounded, bleeding heart is covered in verse. Words that bleed, scars formed from wounds that whisper poems under the moon. Here's one I wrote a while ago. The face of the city. I've seen the face of the city. I've seen the masks it wears. I've seen its filth in the down below and the spires that stab the air. It's the ugly and the pretty, walking lockstep with the pain. It's the saintly and the sinful, both praying for the rain. They seek to cleanse the city and its streets. They seek to wash the blood from the souls of the meek. They seek to purge the night with the waking flame of the new dawn. I've seen the face of the city. It's currently drowning in despair. I've seen the huddled masses reaching out for air. It's the poor and the hopeless searching for the hope out there. It's the beaten and downtrodden paying for the sins we fear. They pray for the will to love and to live. They pray for the will to hold back the sin. They pray for the peace and the joy it'll bring. I've seen the face of the city. I've seen the masks that it sheds. I've seen it searching for salvation from beneath the melting dread. This one's called Whispered Love. My heart is full, my tears will fall, my soul is sore, my wounds will heal. The wind whispers its love into the world, the moon weeps its sorrow in the night, and my heart weeps with the moon, and my soul longs for the wind's whispered love. Still my heart is full, and my tears they fall, and although my soul is sore, it will heal, and it will heal in time. It will fill with love. This one's called One Less Heartbeat. And I counted one less heartbeat, one less fire, one less breath, one less star. And I counted one more heartbeat break, one less kiss, one less smile, one less moon. And I counted one less heartbeat, one less bullet, one less crime, one less time. And I counted one less heartache, one less razor, one less pill, one last time. And I counted one less heartbeat, one less heartbeat, one less, one. And this one's called Still I Burn. I don't see no fire, still I burn. I don't see no exit, still I'm lost. I don't see no cuts, still I bleed. Still the fire it burns, still I find no exit wounds, still the cuts bleed into scars. I don't see no light, still I see. I don't see no road, still I walk. I don't see no hope, still I live. Still the light, it shines. Still I find the road home, still the hope keeps me alive. And this one's called Apocalypse Kiss. Lovely, sitting watching the clock tick down to the revelation of you, till the moment I feel your wicked warmth around me, till your apocalypse kiss, it breaks open my heart, till your Armageddon love, it rips my soul apart. Then your miracle smile, it heals my heart, and your holy soul entwines with mine. And one last one. Love is for some the heat death of a sun, the thorns without the rose, a prison or a gun. Love is for me a bullet to my brain, a refuge for my sorrow, or for when I go insane. So sharp or so untamed. Love is, in the end, a different kind of pain for the crazy and the sane.
Thank you very much for sharing all of those. Man, I'm very sorry for your loss. And
Love is for some the heat death of the
you're gonna have
sun,
to mute the stream
thorns
unless
without
that's
the
how you're
rose.
having to hear me through this, or else this is gonna get weird. I appreciate that in the midst of your pain, you not only wrote as much as you did and as beautifully as you did, but that you also came here and shared that with us today on a day that it sounds like it's hard for you. So I appreciate that, and we always love having you as a part of these. You've always got something great to share, so thank you for sharing again. Okay, so I'm gonna pull in Hugo, and then after that, the green room is basically empty right now, so if you want to participate in open mic night, if you are a writer, if you're a poet, if you just want to talk to chat for 5 minutes, that's totally up to you as well. Oh, yellow.
Hello there.
Yay! Okay, so you didn't have to worry about push to talk or anything in here, did you?
Doesn't seem to, no. Looks good.
Fantastic.
How's the rain?
I don't hear it. I'm gonna actually turn up your volume a little bit too, because you were coming in a tiny bit quiet, so you're set.
Okie dokies.
Alright, well I'm gonna shut up. You know the drill. Introduce yourself, get into what you're gonna share, and then enjoy your time.
Okie dokes. So, yep, I'm Hugo Roon. Just internet lurker. And tonight I'm going to share a story. And that story is called Hugo's American Adventure. It's actually a true story. So, are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin. It was the summer of 1999, and I was to travel all the way from merry old England to the ever so slightly warmer climes of Phoenix, Arizona, to meet up with my older cousin Craig. The previous summer, my sister and I had stayed with Craig and his wife, and were taken on a helicopter ride over the Grand Canyon, took a day trip to Mexico, went skydiving, caught a ball game, and floated down a river in an oversized inner tube. It was the perfect holiday. It even included a visit to a strip club. But that's another story. This trip was going to be different though. A more chilled experience, less of the tourist stuff, and more time just hanging out with my cuz. Or at least, that was the plan. This was the first time I had travelled alone, and it was a rather daunting experience for 20-year-old Hugo. But as I descended the escalator at Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport, I was relieved to see a familiar face waiting for me. However, this was not quite the familiar face I was expecting. Instead of a 6-foot-tall unit of a man called Craig, there stood before me a 5-foot-nothing young lady called Ashley. I had met Ashley briefly the previous year, she being the niece of Craig's wife, so I was a little taken aback but still grateful that my stressful journey was complete. After a friendly introduction, Ashley began to bring me up to speed with the current situation. It was at this point that things began to unravel. As it turned out, Ashley was picking me up because Craig was away on business that day. No problem, thought I. When's he coming back? A couple of days before you return home. Oh, okay. From the airport, I was hastened to a restaurant where I would dine with Craig's wife and be dealt my second blow. It was at some point during the starter that it was revealed to me that Craig's marital status had, unbeknownst to me, changed in the last 12 months, and his wife was no longer living with him. So, there I was, relatively alone in a city I barely knew, with a car, house, and backyard swimming pool all to myself for the next week and a half. As the sun rose and began its daily task of slowly roasting alive the residents of Phoenix, a single simple thought raced perpetually through my head. What the fuck do I do now? After an inner tussle, I decided that despite the warm temperatures outside and the prospect of little more than entertaining myself that day, 9 AM was a little too early to start drinking. So breakfast it was. I got my skates on and popped off to the local 7-Eleven to purchase the essentials: beer, thanks to a slightly altered international driver's license, snacks, and tea bags. You may take the Englishman out of England, but you can't take England out of the Englishman after all. I returned to the house and sat by the pool and pondered what the hell I was supposed to do for the next 10 days or so. Were my days destined to be spent relaxing by the pool, drinking beer and listening to music? This wasn't what I had imagined this holiday to be. It sounds like hell, I know, but then Ashley came to my rescue. Studying at ASU, Ashley kindly took pity on me, becoming my guide and guardian for the duration of my visit, and she kindly invited me to visit whenever I needed some company. I did not pass up this invitation for very long, and after navigating the highways and byways of Phoenix, I managed to locate her residence. Upon entering, I got my first experience of university life in America, and was soon surrounded by young American ladies, all wanting to know who this young English gent was. It is important at this point to try to dispel some of the myths that surround American sororities. From my own personal experience, they are not at all what Hollywood has portrayed them to be, and there is a distinct lack of pillow fights, and alas much more clothing than I had been led to believe. I spent a few days with Ashley and her pals, and I was beginning to feel welcome and optimistic that this holiday of mine was not going to be a complete bust. My timing couldn't have been better, as towards the end of my stay there was to be a gathering. The harsh Arizona desert was to play host to a barn dance, where there would be booze, beats, and a plethora of young American ladies whose experience of the English gentleman was generally limited to the smooth operations of James Bond, something I was more than happy to go along with. Now, it appears to be a tradition in America that for such communal events, a lady should be accompanied by a date, and thus I was to accompany Ashley to the forthcoming celebrations. Being the chivalrous type that I am, I duly accepted her offer, only for it to be rescinded a few days later, when she told me that she had been asked to go by a lad whom she had had her eye on for some time. Now, I wasn't going to stand in the way of her romantic escapades, so I graciously accepted her offer to go instead with her roommate, who just so happened to be a tall blonde dancer with the athletic physique such a lifestyle demands. As the days went by, and the prospect of getting to know this lovely lady edged ever closer, I was starting to really look forward to the whole date thing. Alas, given how this whole holiday had started out, I should have known better than to get my hopes up, and a couple of days before the festivities were to begin, I got word that my date had been snatched away from me once more. So, there I was, dateless, doomed to be the lonely guy in the corner. But hang on, what's this? All is not lost. There is still hope. There is a light at the end of this darkened tunnel. There is the new girl. We would meet for the first time on the night of the barn dance, and given the reactions to my accent from the other ladies in the sorority, I decided to play up to the dashing gentleman persona they had placed upon me, and purchased a bunch of flowers from a gas station en route to the university. I knocked on the door and was greeted by Ashley and her friends, to the now customary squeals of excitement, and was promptly introduced to my date for the evening. I proffered my posy to the diminutive dungaree-clad date, and we chatted for a few minutes before I excused myself to get a beverage from the kitchen for a bit of the old Dutch courage. I was gone for around 15 minutes or so, as I was still a bit of a novelty to the other patrons of the dormitory, who seemed to take great pleasure in me saying something British. After satisfying their desire for tea and crumpets, I returned to the corridor, drink in hand, and found my date once more. We chatted for a while, and as we did so, I started to notice that she was a little different to when we spoke just a few moments ago. She was a little less steady on her feet, and her words were starting to slur somewhat. I would soon find out that she had also been in need of some alcoholic lubrication, and whilst I had been of legal drinking age for a couple of years in my native land, this was, in fact, her first time experiencing the wondrous byproduct of the fermenting process. Fortunately, her stumblings and ramblings were cut short by the announcement that the journey to the middle of the desert was to begin, and we all made our way to the waiting coaches. As we boarded our carriages, the other ladies noted my date's inebriated state and took it upon themselves to care for her during the trip, whilst I was left chatting to a gentleman named Gabriel, whom I later discovered shared more than just his name with winged heavenly creatures. The two of us made polite conversation, and my excitement began to build as the city lights flashed by the bus windows. Periodically, I made eyes towards a swarm of girls taking care of my date to make sure things were okay, but as the journey continued, things started to get a little unusual. I noticed that my date was completely surrounded and obscured from my view, but the barricade of beauty was no longer turned towards my drunken date, but outwards. It transpired that the consumption of alcohol and other fluids had made their inevitable journey south, and my date was now expelling the non-essential byproducts into a makeshift receptacle. Yes, that's right. She was pissing into a glass whilst her friend's shield hid her from my unwanted eyes. Its contents soon ejected through the moving bus window, showering passing motorists in a sudden but brief golden downpour. Urine ejected, our journey continued, and after an uncomfortably long time we reached our destination. I took my date's arm and half walked, half carried her to the scattered tables where she took a seat and again was immediately surrounded by caring lady friends. I was at a loss as what to do. My date was pretty much out of commission, but I was determined to make the most of the evening. Food and alcohol was consumed, and as I watched in dismay as my date, dancing deliriously on a table, her friends resigned to defeat, I felt a tug on my arm. Gabriel had come to my rescue. "Come on, let's get out of here," said he. We jumped on the back of a trailer for what I believe is called a hay bale ride, and as the tractor chugged away, my date gyrating away above the crowds like some drunk dwarven stripper, my worries chugged away also. From this point on, my memory is a little hazy, as not only did my guardian angel Gabriel save me from the maddening crowd, but he was also in possession of some herbal remedies, so to speak. We alighted from the trailer, and in the dark desert night we sat behind a cactus and smoked our troubles away until we were called back to the buses for our journey home. This night was to be the zenith of my American adventure, and to this day remains my one overriding memory of my escapades during this trip. Yet despite this, I still cannot recall the name of my drunken date. So, if you happen to be reading this with a hint of horrific recollection, I apologise for not recalling your name, but rest assured your antics will remain with me and everyone else who has read this through to the end for many years to come. The end.
I remembered you telling me a little bit of that story when you got back. Oh, when you said you thought you'd make it into, like, something for tonight, I was so excited to see what you did with that, and my god, that just fucking killed me. Your writing style is wonderful, and then you pair it with your voice, and yeah, that was a treat.
Yeah, I ran out of breath a few times during that. I need to cut down the length of my sentences a bit.
Oh, no, that was great. That was great. You might need to do a little bit of, like, speaking exercises and stuff, like some vocal coaching, because I used to fuck up my voice every time I would speak in public.
A few nerves, to say the least.
Yeah, like, it'll fuck you up, so do a little bit of that, but yeah, that was awesome.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, if you have anything to promote, please, by all means, go ahead and hop into chat and tell people where to find you. But otherwise, thank you for gracing us with that fucking treat of a story. My goodness.
Well, thanks for letting me take up so much time. I'm sorry it's a little long.
Okay, so next up is LR. And in case you were wondering, LR would usually prefer to be referred to as filthy little shy slut. So just keep that in mind. I just muted myself for stream on accident. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so what do you have to share with us today, friend?
I wasn't really planning anything. I just wanted to say hi.
I like
But
it.
then I ended up finding something to share, and I feel like people might have already seen this, but I'll show it anyways.
Okay.
So it's a little thing that I made with some people where I played bass, and you can see my long hair here. So anybody who hasn't seen that before is in for a treat.
I feel like I'm in
Just
for a
emailing you that
treat.
link.
You're sending it? Okay. Oh, I feel your fave. Oh my god, look at your hair! Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so just real quick, introduce yourself for anyone who doesn't know you, tell them all the things that you do, and then let me know when to hit play, and I'll hit play.
Okay. Hi, Chad. I'm LR. I do things where I use my voice to speak to people and share messages and share stories. That's what I do. Ben, this is like what you're about to see is just a jam session thingy that I made with some friends. Yeah. And I came in here to be a shitter, but in like the nicest way. And then I remembered that I actually did something based on audio. So
You
enjoy.
fuck. Alright. I'll hit play now. Everything about that was incredible. The editing was so dope. And your fucking hair. Your fucking hair.
My hair was it was something else. It gets like super curly the longer it gets. Otherwise I just generally have thick hair. And then it was forming like natural dreadlocks, which is part of why I got it chopped off. Because it was just like getting really painful.
What a cute fucking cutie with that hair. Oh my god.
Thank you.
That was
I kind of miss it sometimes. Well,
grow
yeah,
up,
I'm
bro.
glad I ended up having something. See, okay, let me defend myself here really quick. The only reason I jumped in to be a shitter was because there was nobody else. Otherwise, I would have backed out really quick to give people time.
I understand, yeah. It takes some people to get the ball rolling sometimes, so people are like, fuck it, I guess I'll just do it.
I would have come up here and maybe spitballed about fucking the first 151 Pokemon and why that was so transcendental and so important for the foundation and laying the future for the future of the franchise, but I don't know.
Well, if Amprov is here still, I think he would have been delighted by that. And probably a bunch of other people. I know a lot of people like Pokemon, so he would have been
Yeah. The Pokemon. Which one's your favorite snaps? Just so
the
people
Bumblebee.
know. The Bumblebee? Yeah, the one that's on the cover of everything, right?
Yeah, that one. That's the one.
Okay, cool. Yeah. That's so one of your best tweets, I think. And how upset people get. It's fantastic. Okay, I will leave now. Good luck, everybody else. I'm excited for what Cora's about to show. I know who's next. Whoever's next. Good luck, everybody.
Yes, fantastic. Thank you. Great job. Incredible. You're cool.
No, you.
What a fucking jackass. Someone hit the LR command. I know, right, Cam? What a cool guy. Hey, everybody, get over here. Look at this fucking cool guy, man. Okay. Till.
What up?
Oh, hey there.
Am I loud this time? Last time I was super loud when I said hello.
I got you good. You're probably dialed in still from last time, so you're like a little bit higher than me, but it's good considering that you're about to be running things in a second anyway.
Oh, damn. Okay, shit.
Yeah. You sending me some stuff or what?
Yeah, so I'm a little up in the air. I don't know if I want to send you an unreleased song I wrote last weekend and recorded yesterday. The chorus is a little PG-13 rated R.
Ooh,
And then,
me likey.
Then I have another song off my album that like I think the chat would appreciate and you would as well.
I think the answer is both.
Oh shit.
We've got two folks waiting in the green room. We got plenty of time right now. You are following a back-to-back, like Hugo took a little more time. I think the answer is both.
Oh, fuck it. Okay, cool. I'll send you. I mean, this audio spectrum kind of stinks, but I'll send you a YouTube of the audio spectrum I made.
Okay.
This was when I was learning. I mean, I don't have to defend it. I don't really care. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
All right, so there's the first one, and then I'll send the second unreleased, and you could do, I guess, do whichever, do the release one. I mean, I guess, yeah, do the release one first because they're kind of like two different songs.
I'm laughing at the bread butt.
Oh yeah, I know. I did that just to get a chuck.
I love a good bread butt. Oh man. So this one is the first one you sent. I'm gonna put it up right now. Oh, introduce yourself. Say hi to everyone. They might not know who I'm talking to.
What's up, everyone? So my name is ThatYungLad. You could call me Till for short. That's TYL. It's an acronym. I'm a rapper, songwriter, recording artist from originally from New Jersey, about 45 minutes outside of New York City. I live in Los Angeles right now. And this is my second open mic night. This is actually how I found Snaps, and I was so blown away when I was like, wait, open mic night? Wait, no follows or donate? What? Okay. And since then I've been a big old fan. So yeah, that's my spiel.
Did a great job. All right, I'm gonna play the first one.
Cool. I'll mute.
One day I'ma run away, but I don't wanna. Gotta change the scenery, I'm sorry to my mama. I gotta lead a drama, my mental health I honor. I picked a place with the warmest beaches and marijuana. One day I'ma run away, but I don't wanna. Gotta change the scenery, I'm sorry to my mama. I gotta lead a drama, my mental health I honor. I picked a place with the warmest beaches and marijuana. Them LA days hit different when you seein' how we living. I searched inside for my purpose and found a deeper meaning. I stripped away the face value, so now when I see it, them demons never deceive me. I'm living so freely. People value Gucci shades with the Prada on them. What good is that if you ain't got nothing honest on you? You say you loyal, I ain't seen that shit a tall tale. Said you had my back, but when I call you never there. And then you go ahead compare me to another person, when I'm only seeing you as your own person. As if I'm flattered cause you see me in the light that be less critical. And the folks that you stay judging, but this is typical. I see you make assumptions from your tower. It seem like you manipulating, abusing your power. I feel some type of way cause I understand you're special. Guess you right, I do go back and forth on who I'm meant for. You hit me with the knowledge and I saw you as a mentor. Someone sent for me an angel and a fucking blessing. Maybe I done make mistakes about envisioning a happy ending. Can't tell if these feelings is shit I had to mention. One day I'ma run away, but I don't wanna. Gotta change the scenery, I'm sorry to my mama. I gotta lead a drama, my mental health I honor. I picked a place with the warmest beaches and marijuana. I don't wanna bride. I'm a shit preferred, but I'm cool like bird. One day I might want a wifey, but I don't want a bride.
That was fucking awesome.
Thank you. And I wanted to say too, let me make sure I mute you here. Yeah, like the background and stuff. I did like this fun little photo shoot. It was actually a good friend of mine from England's idea to like, because I have so much nostalgic shit around my house and stuff like that. Like I still have like, original copies of video games, family photos,
So
like
that's
this,
what
that.
we're looking at here.
Yeah, so like I did like a little shoot thing. I just like threw it all on my floor because I record everything in my room, quite literally in my closet, and mix and master it in there. And so I was like, it was cool. I actually I put some photos up on Instagram, but that's just me blabbing about it.
That's some good backstory. I like it. I'm here for it. Okay, so that was great. I'm gonna give them the link. We'll give y'all the linky link.
Oh yeah, can I drop
shit.
Can I drop the link to it on Spotify?
Yeah, you can drop as many links as you want, bud.
Oh shit. Okay.
Your time on the mic.
You may regret that. No, I'm kidding. You're just like 1,000 messages. Okay, cool. Yeah, and there it is.
Okay, and do you want to set up this next one at all?
Yeah, fuck it. So this is pretty, the style and I think the approach is very different. Like as y'all, and by the way, I appreciate everything everyone said in chat, by the way. It really means a lot. And I really appreciate it. Especially like LR said, I don't even like rap. Like that shit literally makes me like want to pass out. But anyway, this song, let's see here. Oof, I'm definitely on one. The chorus, like I said, I like how I'm like prefacing the chorus, but it is what it is. And yeah, I think y'all are gonna fuck with it. It's definitely a little more turn uppy or what have you.
All right, well, let's get. There was adult content in that.
Yeah, I definitely. Not all my songs are always PG. That one, that was like
awesome,
NC-17.
bro. That was holy fuck. That was good shit. Oh yeah, thank you. They talked about sinner activity. My goodness.
Wait, what was that?
LR said they talked about sinner activity.
Oh yeah. A lot of sinning on this end. Not gonna front.
Oh, goodness, that was great though. Consciousness is sexy.
Honestly, so that's how I wrote that. I literally was like, I just said that randomly one day and I was like, man, it is. And then I was listening to this beat and I'm like, I don't know, consciousness. I was like thinking about it and I was just like, then the story kind of came back to me. I don't know.
Yeah, that was rad.
But yeah, I definitely wrote that on, I actually wrote that in one day last weekend. And it was kind of after I was talking to you a little bit about, I was kind of pissed off that week, what have you, a little bit. So actually, that was like me utilizing that frustration. So yeah.
You made good use of it, man.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. And yeah, I'm excited to release that, and probably within 2 weeks or so. And then I actually, not to play it on stream, but I actually, where did I send it? I sent you the song "Land of the Lost." You don't have to play it, of course, but I think everybody.
On Instagram?
Yeah, the one kind of like a fuck you to a certain someone who just got, but also just like my experience going down to protests or my experience seeing white people in like America, how they react to things. And I think this chat, and you included, would, I think you'd fuck with the song.
Drop the link in chat, man. Go, I'm serious. If you want to drop a paragraph of shit, like links to all of your things, go ahead. I don't really care. It's open mic night, so let people know where to find you and where to find the stuff that you're excited about.
All right, cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna drop the Spotify link I just dropped is the song "Land of the Lost." I think y'all would enjoy it. It's very intense. It's probably like one of the low points on the album I released on August 28th in terms of like angry. Like I kind of really vary in terms of like how my music, the style, all that comes across. And then yeah, I'm just gonna drop ThatYungLad.com. I mean, it's really that simple. Like every single link is there. If you want to follow me on Spotify, it's there. MySpace, Deezer, Napster. Fucking, I can't think of anything else that's funny, but on real things like YouTube, all that good stuff. My
I was like MySpace, obviously that's where we're all going first.
Yeah, clearly. And yeah, so like my music's available on all platforms. I have a plethora of remixes that are additionally available on SoundCloud for copyright reasons. I obviously can't publish those on major DSPs. So yeah, I mean, I have probably like 22 songs across all major streaming platforms, and then on SoundCloud specifically, probably close to 50. Because I really, when I started in this, I was mostly doing remixes, and I advise that for anybody else who wants to start doing remixes.
Thanks a bunch, Till. Really good shit.
Can I say one more thing before you kick me?
Wait, hold on.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Wait. Okay.
I can't tell if you're being serious. I also do a concert live on Twitch every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Pacific, and I'm getting super hyped up for that in a couple hours. So if anybody wants to come and kick it and see me rap till my fucking face is red, what you just heard, I do live. I don't make music if I can't perform it live.
That's some good shit right there.
And that's that.
And that's that. Fuck yeah. All right, man. Thanks for sharing.
Appreciate
Everyone,
ya.
make sure you follow him. He's on Twitch. He's got his links all there. Do the things.
Big shout out to Snaps. Appreciate you.
You're fucking great.
And the community.
Of course, they're beautiful.
Peace.
Yo, really fucking good shit right there. Really good shit. Okay, so we're mixing it up now. It looks like Wolfie is up next, and I believe she said she has a poem for us this evening. So that's what we're gonna go with. Oh, hello there.
Oh.
So tonight is open mic night.
Uh-huh. I have a poem.
Okay, so you have a poem. This is not art night, it's open mic night.
I haven't sent you any pictures, have I?
No, you haven't. That's true. That's true.
Okay, there you go.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna shut up and mute myself and let you introduce yourself and talk to people.
Okay. So much like everything I fucking do, this is really stupid and ridiculous. I wrote it in 2015 when my best friend at the time was sick. So bear with me here. It makes me sad when you feel like get better, for we have things to do. We have a world to enslave and fires to start. Then maybe we can even eat a Pop-Tart. I know this poem is lame, but I know you love it all the same. Okay, bye.
Are you fucking kidding me right now? And she even dipped. She just dipped straight up out of the chat. Okay, well, that's Wolfie, everyone. That's Wolfie for you. My God.
Hey, don't worry, I still love you, and that's the only way that I can ever follow up to someone that's like that level. Like the last 3 people that shared, I was like, fuck, okay.
You gave us exactly what we needed. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah, somebody's got to be at the low end of the totem pole, and I have fun doing it, so, you know.
Thanks, bud. Thanks. You're great.
I'm sorry I laughed so much when I read it, but it's fine. Every time I posted that on Twitter, like literally way back in 2015 when I wrote it, and I was scrolling the other day and I happened to find it. I was like, holy fuck. Open mic night's coming up. I gotta share that shit.
Perfect. I appreciate you blessing us with that. Thank you.
No problem.
Have
Chat,
a
you're
great
sexy.
night.
I love you.
Pet a pup for me, please. Well, she already left, but I know she heard me when I said pet a pup. I know she heard me. Okay. So next up is Mr. Keys. So we'll see what Mr. Keys has to share with us on this fine day. Good day to you, Mr. Keys.
Good day. I'm gonna share a piano piece.
Oh, okay. Do you happen to have a video link to it, or were you planning on trying to play it through Discord?
I'm gonna send a video link.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah, because Discord is not good with this.
Yeah, that we've had a few people try, and it's been rough. Like, we could hear bits of it, and then we'd lose them, and hear bits of it, and then we'd lose them.
If you want the background of the piece, I was into feudal Japan a lot. Back at that time, I wrote this in 2006, and I was thinking about a samurai maybe that had lost his edge in fights. So swords were no longer in fashion, guns had taken over, and he was just walking and getting into his head. So during all the piece, you'll hear G, A, G, A going. So these are his steps. he's just walking. And then layers come in, and he's getting deeper and deeper into his head. And it's very oriental how it goes. And then he starts imagining back when he goes into fights. So you get key changes and stuff, and then he's preparing for the fight, and then later he gets onto his horse and stuff happening, and then you come back to the opening theme. So that's how I built the piece.
Okay. Thank you for painting that picture for us.
No problem.
I'll go ahead and hit play then and mute myself.
I'll
We'll
mute
enjoy
myself.
this. The last little fucking keys. That was adorable and incredible. That was so good. And now I get the
Thanks.
Mr. Keys name. Like, that makes sense now.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense now.
Yeah, before that I genuinely, like, it never even occurred to me, which is really silly to wonder where the
Yeah.
name came from, but damn, bro. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. And I had quit piano for 10 years before that I recorded that. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I was studying computer science while I recorded that.
Wow. I just
Yeah.
dropped the link to that, folks. Damn, that was fucking cool. And I'm so glad, like, even more glad that you gave us the story before that. Because it really, like, it was in my head the whole time. Like, it really painted a very nice picture. And I was just, like, in it.
Yeah. It's a lot more fun when you know how a piece has been written. You know, like it's a lot more. It's fun when you know the origin of a piece. Yeah.
Music is cool. Musicians are nuts. That was awesome. That was really cool. Thank you very much for sharing
Well,
that with us. Please
thank you very much.
go ahead and promote yourself in whatever means you'd like to in the chat. Like, drop whatever links you want if you want to drop any. And yeah, I hope
well,
to
I
see more
don't-
from you in future ones.
Yeah, I don't have anything really other than that link. That's pretty much the only content I made. And for what I want to do is start streaming as soon as my body wants to, because life happened and health happened, and so that's why I wasn't able to play as much as I wanted to. But luckily enough, today I was able to start practicing again.
That's good.
And like I saw this open mic night, and then I was like, hey, let's do this. And then I'd like to start streaming soon. I almost streamed today, and now I have a piano and a mic inside the piano.
That's awesome.
So I have an interface. Like, this was like a speaker to microphone, like over the air sound. So that's why, like, there was some distortion, but now it's like straight through, so it's a much better sound.
Yeah,
So,
I look forward to seeing whenever you are able to stream. So if you want to say hi again in chat so everyone knows which account to follow on Twitch, and like any socials that you have, by all means, you can drop those too. Even if you're not necessarily putting out a ton of related content, it's up to you. If people want to come and be your bud now that they know what you're into, you might have some more friends there. So drop whatever links, promote your socials, promote your streams. That was fucking awesome.
Thanks.
Anyway, okay. So next up is Lost Souls, and I'm very excited about this. Lost Souls!
How are you doing?
How are you doing? I was really happy to see you join for this.
Yeah, I didn't know that you did the videos. I thought it was live, and I didn't think I could do that setup. So I'm actually off the last open mic you did a couple weeks ago, and this one. So
Okay, so go ahead and take a second to introduce yourself to the community again and let them know what I'm about to play, and then just tell me when to hit play.
okay, I am Lost Souls, and I am a self-taught musician. Picked up a guitar and taught myself to play in '93. Between '93 and 2006, probably wrote about 300 songs, and then next decade wrote one, and then in 2016 got inspired, started writing again, and this is part of a triple album that I ended up doing. It's very Destiny influenced and related. A lot of the songs are about that universe, and this song in particular, I was watching one of Snap's streams where she was talking mindfulness and talking about just how we think about ourselves and whatnot. And Snaps has been just a huge influence in changes in my life over the last year and a half. And this song, as soon as that stream ended, I picked up a guitar, and outside of a couple changes to 2 lines, I just played it and recorded it. And this is a re-recording, but yeah, this is basically as it came out. So, and you can go ahead. It's called Nothing at All, and this is the triple album is the New Moon trilogy, The Moon and Venus, The Stars Beyond the Equation of Gravity. This is off the third. It's called Nothing at All. Whenever you're ready, Snaps.
Who am I?
so fucking rad.
Thank
I
you.
love the way I remember when you first sent me that, and I loved the way that it turned around at the end. Like, I really loved it. The lyrics, that is, because the song itself is just fucking solid all the way through. It's a whole vibe.
Yeah, that song would not exist without you and your stream and what you, like I said. I was at work last night. I said at the beginning of the stream, and I just kind of got in a bad headspace with kind of the stuff going on in the world and on something I read on Twitter. And I put on your positivity podcast, listened to the last couple I hadn't caught up on, and it makes a huge difference. And it's you put a lot of good in the world, and it's a really cool thing.
Okay, I appreciate you, but you gotta stop because I like my makeup today, so we're not doing that. But I really appreciate it. I'm so glad that you were able to come and share for this one because that was awesome. And I dropped the link again. Like, please promote anything that you want to promote in chat.
Okay.
Y'all definitely want to support Lost Souls. Like, he's just such a great guy.
I've got Bandcamp page. Oh, that's the YouTube one. That's the wrong one. Where's the Bandcamp one? Oh,
Drop as many as you want, man. Flood them with all of your links. That was awesome. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you for doing this. This is just the coolest thing, and like just like mind blowing, the stuff that people have shared on here tonight. It's absolutely mind blowing. That's the Bandcamp one. I've got 6 albums on there. Actually 7, I believe. 3 of them are from the original period of the 93 through 2006, and then 4 from 2016, and the top 4 are on there as free downloads. They're just name your own price downloads on there. So yeah, it's just happy to have people listen and be able to try to put something out into the world. So
yeah, that was awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. And I saw someone was saying that that's like driving at night music, and then a bunch of people were like, yes, that's the vibe. And oh my God,
yeah.
I had like the flash, like I could see myself windows down, driving nighttime, and just like yelling that out, you know, where you're gripping like the steering wheel, like both of them, and you're just like, nothing. That's what I was saying. And it was a nice little vibe of a mental picture.
I appreciate it. And yeah, thank you for all the kind words, everyone. Really means a lot.
You're great. You're great. Go promote anything else you want to promote, and I really hope that you have more to share next time too.
Yes, yeah. I hope I can be off again for more of these because it's amazing to get to experience these.
Fuck yes. All right.
Thank
man.
you.
Enjoy your night.
See you, friend. Okay. Bye.
Oh, that was so great. That was so great. Not fucking up the makeup, people. You hear me? We're not doing it, okay? Next up is Hold On, I'm Rolling a J. Oh, I gotta add Shadow's name to the list. Shit. Ow.
Hello.
Yellow.
Hi, Snaps. Hi, community.
Hello. What are you gonna share with us today? Do I need to look for any links?
No links. I'm going to read a song that I wrote. Unfortunately, it's a repeat from the last one. Hopefully, there's some new people in the chat. I was working on another piece, and I progressed quite a bit on it. And the next day, when I had a lot of inspiration, the next day my computer broke and I had to fix some stuff. And then when I rebooted Windows, I had lost everything that I had wrote down on the new piece. And when I tried to revisit it and recreate what I had already, it wasn't coming out right. So I basically scrapped the whole thing.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna mute myself, and if you want to let people know who you are in case they haven't met you, go ahead and reintroduce yourself and get on into it. I'll get out of the way.
Simply enough, hold on, I'm rolling a J. I enjoy this community, so I lurk here quite a bit. I enjoy a lot of the people in this community, and I thank you all. This piece is it's a pretty grim piece. It puts the human race as a whole all lumped up in one. Even though we are individuals and we all have our own nuances, one thing that we do share as a whole is our humanity. The name of this piece is Our Vow. The sun is setting forevermore. Life has declared the affliction of a world. Our vow. Human is the condition, annihilation, our ambition. Accomplished, we blossom, aware of our destruction. With all bridges burned, there is no return. Hope fades to fear. The monster loves. Blood sport for breakfast, harvesting the screams of the voiceless. Gather round the table of tradition, celebrate the suffering. Domination, our affinity, breed hostility. Spellbound by shiny, unnecessary feeds need. Covet earth's marrow. Industry preys on our dependency, pushing poverty, promising prosperity, immune to inhumanity. Mesmerized from above, solving mysteries without any clues. Creeds of division quell our compassion. Pseudoscience erodes factuality. Religion invalidating spirituality. We lose ourselves guided by others' beliefs, lost in confidence. When the monster can love, hope fades. There is no return with all bridges burned. Aware of our destruction, accomplished we blossom. Sun is setting forevermore. Life has declared the affliction of a world, our vow. Human is the condition, annihilation, our ambition. And that's it.
I forgot how fucking raw that was. That was awesome.
Yeah, that should cut to the bone.
It fucking, yep. Hello. Shit's fucked up, y'all. Thank you for sharing.
I appreciate the time on the mic. Thanks.
For
Hey,
sure.
IOU Studio, what's up? Nice to see you in chat. All right, I'm going to dip out, everybody. Love you all. I don't have anything to share. This is like the only social page that I go on.
All right, perfect.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Just roll one up for Jay, basically. That's fucking awesome. God damn. I love all of your brains so much. Like, have you thought about how cool your brain is recently? Because I think about it a lot. Your brain, yours and yours and yours, all of yours, your brains are fucking awesome. Okay, next up is Christopher. Hello. Good day to Christopher, who is muted because he doesn't want to talk to me.
Oh, stop it. You know I want to talk to
Yellow.
All right. Hello.
All right, I'm gonna get you just right into it because you know what you're doing here. So I'm gonna shut up and get out of the
Well,
way.
you would hope so by this point.
Woo!
Yep. Okay, so I don't have a title for this. I wrote it about a month ago. So I'll just launch into it as untitled. I'll just start right here. When you complete a revolution, what do you see? The next curve or the previous? Are they different? At night, as a teen, I lay up in bed. I threw up my hands. The shadows they cast dance slow. Now I do the same and wonder, where's my volition? I've never danced slow across the floor. My first kisses have never been sober, nor have my thoughts been clear. Can I escape my memories? Can anyone inhibit gravity? I've tried so long to leave this behind, since I could not even recall it. When I lived as exile and hermit, to try and deny the cold truth of what I am. You call me a victim or a survivor. It's all raw arithmetic, worth little to anyone like me. This is an equation I never wish to square. The curvature of a circle, the angle at which I bend, the things I've strived for, peace and solace, may just be around the bend. There are words that choke my throat, that I should have told you as a teen, things I still grasp to understand. Sounds that might have given this all definition. And now I'm older as well as you, and I'm starting to understand how much I could have done, and how little you'll know me. How much I would give for you to know me, as I wish I had known you. For all this pain, to have some reason, rather than just to echo like crackling fire. There are parts of me to sustain, parts of me that want, parts that are too deep to delve into, burdens too heavy to place. No shoulders but mine should hold or brace this massive thing. So I must confess one confession, to whom I hope it concerns. If I must continue this circle, shall its curve lengthen or take a steeper turn? And that's the conclusion.
I had it muted still. I fucking love all of your work, man.
Thank you.
All of it. Every time. That's some good shit. Do you, I think a lot of people were riveted. Everyone just like, we had to sit still for that one. That was good shit, man. Thank you very much for sharing. And whatever it is you might want to promote, please do so.
Yeah, I have an Instagram where I'll post some of my. I remember I had my comic pages up on one of our art nights, but yeah, it's more of like a personal page. So like I'll figure it out.
Okay. Well, drop whatever you want. You know.
Yeah. Thank you for putting this out there. It's a real cool night for us.
I fucking love these nights. They're so rad.
They are.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Stay frosty.
Yeah. Friendship. All right. So that was Christopher. Next up is Alethea. What are you gonna share with us today?
I'm going to share a short story with you from my blog.
Ooh, fuck yes. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself then and get out of the way. So go ahead and introduce yourself, let people know where to find you, all that kind of stuff, and then get right into it.
Okay. I like to go by Alethea Ashton on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. I'm a professional copywriter by trade. I stream twice a week on Twitch for funsies, and I have had a blog for a little over a year where I have published my creative writing projects that I've done over the years. It's mostly short stories and satirical news articles, and I have a lot of ideas for other stuff that I haven't actually written yet. But the story I want to read tonight, I thought it would be appropriate to read it here, of all places, because mindfulness is kind of a central theme to it. So, and this may sound a little out there, but it's on the zombie fiction genre. So, and there is an F-bomb. I don't know if strong language is a bad thing or not, but
Fuck yeah.
okay. I mean, there's nothing sexually explicit, but anyway.
Get into it, yeah.
So the story is called Playground Games. Stop. Breathe. Don't panic. Stop. Breathe. Don't panic, she told herself aloud this time, trying to make the words sink in. But staring at the seemingly endless throng of moaning, swaying bodies that she had to pass through was too much. She felt like some invisible force was sucking the air out of her lungs. Her brain was spinning, and her fingers and toes were tingling. Stop. Breathe. Don't panic. Those weren't even her words. They were the words of someone she had hardly known, someone who had coached her, someone who had told her that the key to success, even in the most stressful situations, is to take pause and make sure you're thinking and acting with a clear mind. But back when things were normal, when life was cushy and safe, when success was virtually guaranteed for most people, she had thought such advice was cheesy as all hell and for the most part taken it for granted. But when things stopped being normal, she began to have second thoughts. After months of desperately fleeing from location to location, she eventually found an abandoned warehouse with a conveniently isolated second floor. But then one night, excuse me, some inconsiderate fucking corpse bumped into the wrong vehicle. Apparently, the car alarm inside still had some fight in it and was desperate to proudly scream this fact to the high heavens. The car was parked right below her new bedroom window. The mob didn't take long to swarm, and it didn't take long for her rations to run out either. She was on her first day without food when the survivors across the street saw her and signaled to her with a flashlight. She signaled them back the next morning with a piece of broken glass and some generously cooperative sunlight. Eventually, the message became clear. Red Rover, send the score right over. The problem, however, was that they were on the opposite side of a 6-lane road broader than most highways, and there were 1,000 hungry corpses between her and salvation. Stop. Breathe. Don't panic. She took a short leap from her window ledge into the rotten stench of the dumpster garbage below. It was kind enough to soften her fall, but inconsiderately loud enough to ring the dinner bell for the surrounding horde. They were waiting for her when she climbed out of the dumpster. The first couple of rows were harder to shove through, but once she broke free into the more sparsely populated crowd, they were much easier to avoid. Then she began to run. Her legs burned. Her arms pumped at a furious pace. The crowd finally became aware of her, and every one of them within a 5-block radius turned toward her in a slow, perfect unison, like a carefully choreographed ballet. Stop. Breathe. Don't panic. Her tongue felt like sandpaper rubbing against the back of her throat. The rotten hands and deafening moans were starting to close in on her. Stop. Breathe. Don't panic. One of them managed to reach out and rip a chunk of hair from her scalp, sending blood spilling down the back of her neck. Stop. Breathe. Don't panic. And then, somehow, she was there. She heard a loud noise from somewhere above, a signal, and the heavy emergency exit door she had been sprinting towards flew open. A kind, alarmed-looking Asian woman was beckoning her wildly. She was also saying something, screaming something she couldn't hear. Her ears were ringing. The woman pulled her inside and slammed the door. Thankfully, it was heavy enough to sever one of the monster's arms and seal itself shut before the thing could slither its body inside. The kind Asian woman with the laugh lines escorted her upstairs to meet the rest of the group. Once there, she saw that they had plenty of food and drinkable water. She felt so happy she could cry. "Welcome home, little lady," one of the survivors greeted her. He had a jolly face and rosy cheeks. "We were afraid you might not make it for a second." "You mean I'm safe?" she stammered, tears welling in her parched eyes. "You sure are, darling. What's your name?" "Stop. Breathe. Don't panic," she mumbled incoherently before her exhaustion sent stars dancing across her vision and carried her into a heap on the floor. And that's it. I wanted to read one of the shorter ones so that I'd stay within my little 5-minute limit.
I appreciate that. We were allowing people a little bit of additional time this time, but now we're getting closer to the end of it, so I appreciate that genuinely. That was good. I liked the little cliffhanger there too. And it is very mindful. See, people, mindfulness can help you in case of fucking zombie attacks. Pay attention.
Is it okay if I put the link to my blog in the chat?
Yes, these events are always very self-promo friendly, so please, you can drop a paragraph of like a little blurb about yourself again and all your links. I don't really care. I appreciate that you shared that with us. That was rad.
Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, that had to be a big chunk of hair too, because I've had hair ripped out before, and like to get it bleeding that much, that's a lot of hair. The fucking ugh. Not ideal.
I mean, I had to do something to sort of like build the tension, you know?
Yeah, I was tense. That hurt me in my brain. Thank you very much for sharing. Good shit. Good shit.
Thank you. See you around.
Yay, bye. So, Maya, you're up next.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Fantastic.
I'm Maya.
What are you gonna share tonight, Maya?
Okay. I just kind of make music for fun. I have a couple covers up on SoundCloud, and then I actually made one of my own songs. My boyfriend kind of did the background music to it, like the beat, and then I kind of wrote the lyrics and just added my own vocals on top of it. So I'm gonna. Where can I put the link for that?
Drop it. You can click on my name and message it right to me in Discord.
Okay.
Fuck yes, more music. Oh, good.
Okay.
Well, I
I'll
think
mute
you set
myself
yourself
here.
up. Yeah. Get out of the
There
way.
you go. Enjoy.
Okay, I see you back at my place. Lines on this highway going sideways before you come through. I've gotta tell you, this shit will not do. I'm just so confused. I'm going to the moon with you, and I won't lie, I think I'm already there. My eyes feel heavy, I'm missing you already. Foot on the brake, completely wide awake. I know I'll make it, but shit, this really takes it. I like to think I keep it steady. You've got me, baby, you really got me, baby. Thank God, I'm glad I'm finally here. Let's go up from here, babe. I'll take you from here, babe. The moon draws us near, babe. We'll disappear, babe.
Bro, that was a whole ass vibe.
Thank you. I'm so glad you guys liked it. I'm glad it was worth it.
Wait, my God, yes.
Yay. I also have, I guess I have a couple covers. I have another one that I could show you if you'd like.
I'm game
or
for
we could
one
just
more
leave it
for
at
sure.
that.
One more.
Okay. Cool.
Encore.
I will do it the right time or the right way this time. Okay, so I'm gonna do I have a cover of Fine Line by Harry Styles. It actually got a lot of views. I don't have very many like followers or views on SoundCloud, but surprisingly it got like 2,000 views. So that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna drop it in chat.
As I'm listening to that, I'm like imagining being in like a coffee shop, kind of vibe, like the real like vibey place you see all over in like media. And I'm just chilling, sitting
Right.
back with a bevy. Like you're just up there on like a nice simple stage with a guitar.
Right.
That was a vibe. That was
I'm
beautiful.
just strumming for you. Yeah,
Just
thank you. I'm so
strumming.
glad I got to play it.
Yeah, that was great. That was worth the wait, and that was a wonderful, wonderful encore.
Thank you for being patient with me.
Of course.
I'm glad y'all liked it.
That was fucking awesome. Please promote the fuck out of yourself in my chat right now.
I will. I'll drop all my links. Thank you.
Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you very much for sharing tonight.
Thanks.
Fucking rad, y'all. My goodness. Moving on, it looks like Shadow's up next. I gotta say, I super appreciate that you are all so kind to each other that even when, like, because this has happened a few other times too, where I've like written down people's names as they enter the green room and I write them down wrong. Every single time y'all correct me. No, this person was before me. You are very nice. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So, pew.
Hello?
Hello. Okay, let's just say a few words real quick so I can test your audio.
Barbie girl.
You're fucking punk. Oh, God. All right, well, I'm going to shut up and get out of the way. Go ahead and introduce yourself and get into what you're getting into and sharing with us today, Shadow.
Well, I'm Shadow Flame KW. Um, best way I can put this is what I'm going to tell you. I realized recently, not sure how long ago, this is one of the favorite fights that I've seen that's spawned from my own imagination. And in analyzing it, I saw why. I'm gonna tell it first and then kind of give the reason why after. Or actually, now that I think about it, it's said in the story, or more specifically in this scene. And I'm actually gonna be playing the song that inspired or helped bring it to life to my earbuds under my headset. So, but the sun rose over the nearby mountaintops, slowly spreading its light across the battlefield. As the light spread, two figures could be seen at opposite ends, both of them watching the sunrise. As they stood, Jesse turned and saw the demon across from him watching as well and couldn't help but laugh at their similarities. After a few moments, they faced each other and bowed, despite the distance between them. As they got ready, after their bow, they both drew their swords and took their stance. Both paused, the other slayers watching with bated breath. In the blink of an eye, the two crossed the distance and their swords clashed, the sound breaking the silence. The force of their attack sent both of them back shaking for moments, but as they recovered, they attacked anew, both trying to find a weakness in the other's defense. Back and forth they went, neither gaining any real ground over the other. And as they fought, their movements would sometimes slow. Soon they were moving fast, but then they began to move faster and faster, at times vanishing from sight. As they clashed again, crossing paths, sparks sprang from the swords colliding. And immediately the two turned and began to fight again. As they continued back and forth, first one pressing the attack, then the other. After a few moments, Jesse jumped back, calling a single stream of water, connecting it to the hilt of his sword and freezing it into a staff, turning it into a bladed one. After a few flourishes to set his hands, he rushed. The demon tilted his head, confused, before jumping back into it. The demon now more on the defensive as Jesse's weapon has better range, and utilizing both the ice itself and the sword to attack. Then, in a retaliation, the demon throws a simple firewall. Jesse jumps over it, bringing the sword down on the demon's head. However, the demon was able to get his sword up in his time to defend. But the impact cracked the ground underneath them. And then the demon threw him back. Excuse me. After a few more exchanges, the demon threw another fireball. This time, Jesse expanded the ice out to block, but the ice shattered, sending his sword flying into the air. Jesse immediately jumped to grab it and started to spin, the demon having tried to close the distance. In blocking his sword, there was an opening, and Jesse kicked the demon square in his chest, sending him back to the ground. In landing, the demon looked at him, eyes wide, a crazed smile on his face. Yes, this is it. This is the fight that I've been looking for. No more holding back, Slayer. Come at me with everything you've got. Jesse's response wasn't verbal. He simply pressed in, and they stood there, their swords locked, both pushing back against the other. And as they stood there, Jesse began to smile himself. And at the same time, lightning began to arc off of his body. The demon, seeing this, started to do the same. And the two vanished, their speed now blinding. The other Slayers unable to keep track as they were moving too fast. Yet, throughout all of this, sparks raining across the entirety of the battlefield from their fight. After a few moments, the two separated, and Jesse began to pour all the lightning he was channeling into his sword, the demon doing the same. With both of them pouring everything in, and they raised their swords, and from where they stood, attacked. And in their clash, there was a blinding flash of light. The Slayers having shielded their eyes from it. As they looked back, the spot they met, there was a ghostly image. The two warriors attacking wildly at each other. And at the same time, almost having exchanged positions, were Jesse and the Archdemon he faced. After a few moments, the ghostly images separated and crossed yet again, catching up to their real-life counterparts. And in the silence that followed, no one knew who had won the fight. The other Slayers looked back and forth between the two. Jesse, the demon, stood as still as stone. It wasn't until the glint of sunlight off of something metallic caught everyone's attention. In the place they met, half of a sword landed, point first into the ground. Everyone wondering whose sword it was, until the Archdemon lurched forward, the wound on his chest opening, and he falls to his knees. At the same time, Jesse stands straight and simply takes a deep breath. The demon, looking down, begins to laugh, as it was his sword that was cut. I just gonna stop there for now.
That's fucking metal. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I was like, one of them got fucked up. One of them's gonna be all cut.
It's honestly one of the first stories I actually really started sitting down to write. And the whole world they built is or that was built is actually interesting because it kind of overlays our own. So think modern day, but they live more ancient times as far as personally.
I got you. Okay. That's fucking cool,
And
man.
Mhm.
Are you posting this stuff anywhere? What's your plan with your stuff? Because I know you've shared a few times. Is there stuff people can read if they follow you places?
I have to get the actual link, so I'd have to share that another time. But there's actually a couple websites I actually used to post and share on.
Please do me the honor of promoting the fuck out of yourself in my chat right now, Shadow. Drop all your links. Thank you for sharing tonight. I have to go pee pee really quick before we get to the next people, so I apologize for rushing you on. I've been staying hydrated as fuck tonight. As
No, you're
fuck.
good.
But that was
No.
awesome. Awesome. I always
It's
like doing the having you do the fight scenes.
Yeah. What's funny is I actually had a different one in mind that I wanted to tell and chose to go with this one instead.
Thank you, universe.
And the crazy part is this is one fight of a single story. Although, as I said at the beginning, I realize it's one of my favorites.
Time to share it maybe bit by bit over the next open mic nights or something.
Well, if it's this story in particular, we'll be going back to the beginning because this one takes place closer to the end.
Interesting. Okay. I'm not as scared of
But-
that. Okay, I have to pee pee though, or else I might die. So thank you very much for sharing. Please promote yourself in my chat.
All right.
Okay, so next up is Chachinator though. It's fucking Chachi. Let's see what's been chachin'. Okay,
That
so
was fun.
please do introduce yourself to everyone and let them know what I'm gonna be playing here, and then tell me when to hit play, and I will get out of the way.
Sure thing. Hello everyone. I'm Cha-Cha, Chachinator, Sir Chachington, whatever you want to call me here on Twitch. Go by the Cha-Cha Slide on Twitter and Instagram and YouTube. So today, I'm going to be doing a demo. I'm going to be showing you a demo that I concocted about like an hour, 2 hours ago. Pretty last minute, but hey, whatever. I think the core of the song is where I want it to be, at least for now, since it's a demo. If any of you friends were here during the last open mic night, I got the chance to share the first song I did, and that turned out to be awesome, and I appreciate the support from everybody. Love you all. So we're going to continue on from that to this. I would say somewhat of a similar vibe. I wonder, let's see how the chat reacts to it. So I think that's pretty much it. If you want to go play the song.
Bro, just shut up, man.
All right, shit. All right, I'll shut up.
God, that was a whole vibe.
Word. That
I'm
was dope.
sad that it had to end.
Yeah, that I've been riffing on that idea for like I would say a couple weeks. So I had to record it so that I wouldn't forget it. So that's why I did it like all today.
So
Decided to share.
that's why.
Yeah, so yeah, that's why I cut it short. But I have an idea for it. This is like the glue to the song. This might be like the centerpiece. So I'm gonna add stuff in the beginning and then at the end. So the same thing as I did with the previous song. So it's all like a similar working pattern. So yeah, but it might morph. It might change a little bit. After looking at that, I might have to change a couple things. But the core of it's still there, so I'm satisfied for sure.
Yeah, that was a vibe. And because people were left hanging, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, we have to play your other song now. Like, it just makes sense.
Of course you would.
Yeah, it has to happen. This is just life, you know. This is how life goes.
Life is definitely a thing.
It's
Life's
very
definitely a thing.
lifey. But we
Very
gotta
lifey.
give them the whole vibe, you know, so they can understand what
y'all
kind
are
of
too
crazy
much.
shit we do. So I'm gonna shut up and do this again. captivating.
Very.
That's the word. That's the word that I think best describes all of your music. Like, you know that wherever it's going from here, it's going to be awesome. But like, while it's happening still, you're just like, this is such a vibe. I just want to exist in this space longer.
Word. You know, now that you mention that, it's kind of like I'm building my own world, like a little journey of the songs. Each one has its own story, and it just progresses on each one.
Yes. It's
okay.
It's a fucking vibe,
Word.
man. I can't wait to see more of the dope shit that you create. And I feel like the potential for collaborations between some of the people we've seen, not just tonight, but in past open mic nights too, for all of you, like, I can't say it enough how cool of a thought that is, of the ways that some of you with your unique and crazy awesome talent could complement each other.
Word. I figured since we're here, the collaborations may or may have not already started.
Bitch! That's what's up.
I have been in contact with a couple people, and we've agreed to do some things. So, in that case, I'm gonna be holding off on the second song that I already shared with y'all for a little bit, not for long. I don't want to make you guys wait too long. I want to get the covers done first. But once that's done, I'm going to be full on first stop onto the second song and continue on to the EP that I have planned.
And you're going to get us like an 18-hour version. No, a 24-hour version of Distant Memory, right?
Yes, I will give you a 72-hour century version of Distant Memory for everyone to have for the rest of their life.
Yes, thank you. Because, like, that's all we need. That's the vibe for gaming, for driving, for apparently sinning, because Cam's talking about sinning.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, word. I'm down. Word. Yeah, that was great. Again, I appreciate everybody and the support and the love. That means a lot. So, thank you all so much.
Fucking awesome, man. Drop all your links, dude. Do the thing.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Word.
Bye.
Bye.
Fucking rad, man. Y'all, that shit was not the fucking spirit cloud. Oops, it's starting again, but that's boop. We gotta just throw a quick little likey on that. Okay. I am very excited. Yellow Soda, you're gonna be wrapping things up for us tonight, my friend. Kind of get out of the way and let you introduce yourself and tell us whatever it is you're gonna be sharing.
Okay, cool. So I used to like writing quite frequently. It used to be kind of a bit of an escape for me, but you know how things go. I slowly kind of started to lose my motivation and inspiration and stuff. So this is the most recent thing I have written in quite a while. It's quite short, but yeah, here you go. My soul lays with yours, gently intertwined with another, the same as our physical forms. A fire rages within my heart. The ocean plunges me into its depths. My soul is lost without yours. They are the sun, bringing me light. They are the moon, bringing me peace. They are mine, and I am theirs eternally. I wrote that about my partner. But yeah, that's it.
That is beautiful. And this is you've only shared it with your partner?
Yeah.
How do you feel now that you've shared it with us?
I'm still a little nervous. I don't really think too much of my own writing, but I'm trying to, kind of get out of that.
Good for you. Yeah. Good for you. I think that your writing is great. I think that was awesome.
Thank you so much.
I hope that you have more to share in future open mic nights.
Hopefully, I'll see what I can come up with.
Just enjoy the ride, Create more awesome stuff, because that was beautiful. From the heart. Love to see it.
Thank you so much.
And if you have anything that you want to promote, even if it's not related to this, feel free to promote it in chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop my partner's photography page, because it's a great passion of theirs, and I would really, really appreciate it if everyone could at least go like a couple of their pictures, kind of give them a bit more motivation.
And tell them that art showcase night is next weekend, I want to say. And it's the same as like what we did here tonight for open mic, except with like photography and art. So people get 5 minutes to show stuff that they can display on stream.
That's amazing. I'll definitely try and motivate her to come and join this community.
Perfect. Thank you for sharing.
Thanks. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. That was just wonderful. It is next Saturday. I know things. Damn. Good shit, man. Good shit tonight. Do you all ever just stop and think like, wow, it's crazy how fucking talented I am? Because you should all be thinking that a lot. I want you to know that. That was nuts. That was nuts. All of you are incredibly talented, and that was just super fun. And I feel like it makes sense to go out on a vibe. So I'm just gonna put on some more of Chacha's little demo since everyone was vibing to that. I'm gonna give you some demo to creep on while I find someone for us to hang out with tonight. Because why not, right? But everyone, seriously, like, tonight was awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out and for supporting each other in such a wonderful way. I loved all the stories. I loved all the music. My goodness. A vibe. And I think we're making homemade pizza tonight. So like, after listening to all this music, after all the poetry, after all the short stories, like, I'm still vibing so hard mentally, and I'm excited as fuck to bring this energy into the kitchen and make a fucking pizza, you know? I know where we're going. I think at least. Oh, actually, no. This is what we're doing. I'm good at doing stuff. Thank you, Cam. Thank you. You couldn't leave, Anae? Yeah, this is so cool. Everyone is so insanely talented. Oh, fucking fucks, man. Jay Bain. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna whack the gong a few times for all of you tonight. Jay Bain, thank you very much for 3 months. Your pizza now. Your pizza. Thank you. And everyone else, like, this is my sincerest thanks to you for making these nights so special. For everyone who chooses to share, for everyone who chooses to just chill and support and hang out, like, we're watching careers just fucking get created here, which is really rad. And, like, it's just so interesting to see the way that your minds all work. Like, I'm really grateful for that. It's fucking rad. So thank you. Like, you all keep thanking me for doing this. You don't understand what a treat this shit is for me. I get to have, like, the coolest artistic expression just brought right to my doorstep, you know? It's fucking awesome. So that's a gong hit for all of you for being fucking rad. And then this is what comes up next. Not mad at it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not mad at it. Fucking yes. What a whole ass vibe. It looks like this person took a little breaky break, but I think that they'll probably be coming back in time for this to make sense. Chach, when we were in Merz's channel, you were there. He hosted one of his friends who I think is making music. It looks like that's the vibe. So I didn't have a chance to stay and chill, but I talked to him a little bit in Merz stream and he seemed like a nice dude. So we're gonna go and just send some love there because it looks like it's probably a place where you can just chill and vibe after a really nice chill vibey night. So I'll be back on again on Monday, 10 a.m. my time, Monday. So that's 1 Eastern, noon Central. if you want to hang out for normal stream stuff. Get all up in the Discord. It's a wonderful place. And Chachnator himself has been doing all kinds of movie nights and music nights, and in general, like, the community there is awesome. Everyone's so open and kind. You want to be a part of this community in a deeper way. Trust. It's special. It's really special. Love for 1. Thank you. Thank you for 17. If you're really interested in helping to support some of the efforts of what I'm doing here and like the mindfulness and everything, check out the Patreon. I've got mindfulness podcasts that go out every Monday through the Patreon, and there's all these live video chats we do and all kinds of other stuff that happens through there. And if you want a little sample of what the mindfulness podcasts are like, they're called positivity podcasts, and we've been slow releasing them on my regular podcast. So you can peep some of the older versions of what now goes out every Monday on Patreon on that. Check out the YouTube. We got stream recaps. If you were new here tonight and you don't know what kind of vibe we normally have when it's not a community night, you probably want to check out the YouTube and see the highlights, like the thing that Josh just posted, because it's fucking ridiculous. But I love you all. Be nice to yourselves, please.